Are you your friend?
Sure. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! Ha! You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Rabenik told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What? Are you kidding me? Also, is it kind of funny that there's 5 dwarves plus the 2 that died? That's 7. 7 dwarves. All the Disney memes. Step aside.
Step aside.
She's cold. Spirits left her. Nothing we could do.
Let's wait by the boat.
Oh my goodness. If she's dead after all of this. Oh my god. It's Ciri. Holy shit. You think, after all this time, you'd never see these 2 characters in the same room with each other. Ever. Oh my goodness, so many chills. We found Ciri! Seriously though, we found Ciri. Oh my goodness. My eyes. The feels, guys. The feels on the bus are going round and round right now.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the Cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
Avalach. He prepared some special ointments for me. but that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We know, actually. We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avallac'h? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why is Avallac'h helping you?
Why exactly is Avallac'h helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
Okay. So, he's been kind of like Ciri's guardian. Any idea what Eredin wants from you?
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
Okay, that answers a question that's been on my mind for a very long time. Because, wow. Okay, since they announced this game and everything, there was a huge speculation of why is the Wild Hunt after Ciri. Hell, why was the Wild Hunt even after Geralt or Yennefer from the first two games? And what is the Wild Hunt doing here? That's a question that's never ever been answered in anything. And I think we finally got our answer. It's because, you know, I mean, I knew that they needed Ciri and her abilities, but not the specifics. The fact that her abilities would let thousands of NL travel to, you know, this world, the world of the Enshade. Huh. Your voyage with Avallac'h, how did it start?
How do you ever start traveling with Avallac'h?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avallac'h appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
Huh. What was that world? By the way, I must point this out because, you know, I did a lot of research before the game came out as far as the story went. I was pretty sure that it was actually called the Isle of Avallac'h, which was why I was so amused by Avallac'h's name when we first, you know, he's first revealed. Because I think they purposely changed it just so they could have his character. I don't know. What was that world?
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance. Using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
Huh. That sounds a lot like, Earth. And they were there for 6 months. Okay. I'll talk about that later. Actually, I should probably talk about it now. I'll probably don't have a better time. But there's another game that CD Projekt Red is working on, or they have been working on, called Cyberpunk. It's a lot like the Deus Ex series, for those of you who are familiar with it. So basically, it's in the future. You know, there's a lot of technology. There's also a lot of hover cars. So, is it possible we may get a Ciri cameo whenever that game comes out? I wonder. So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us. We were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
Just to make her feel special, I'm gonna have her tell us everything, step by step. Just to kind of go over how everything went down.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellige. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avallac'h began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avallac'h, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avallac'h refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellige.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avallac'h opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
Okay, so that answers that question. They ended up in Skellige first, then went to Velen. But I followed your tracks.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avallac'h's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the wild hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avallac'h, I decided to find you and Yen.
Okay, interesting. How do you meet Horson Jr.?
So how do you even meet a man like Horson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Horson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
Junior cheated you in the end, and we threw him off a roof.
You suspected right. Horson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
You did, and landed in Skellige, so okay. That answers that question. She was in Skellige twice.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avallac'h had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did, his riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the hunt's attack, my flight. And then... dreams. Just dreams.
What did you dream?
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. I had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat round a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dreamed, in the end, I would enter a tower.
There's a tower on Undvik that I keep pointing out. Recognize the place?
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals.
No matter what.
Damn. Listen, we gotta think of a way to... get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Welcome back, child.
Ciri! My
grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
Well, I look a bit different from the first game, I can tell you that.
What?
Little sis.
Oh, don't you give me that glare, Triss. You earned this.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
It wouldn't be good to stay cold, so good to see you again.
Damn, it's good to see you again. Glad to see you, Triss.
Thank Yennefer. She's the one who invited me.
There'll be time to talk later. We should confer now.
I was gonna say, we never invited up. What? Leveled up 28?
You know the wild hunt bitter.
We leveled up like 3 times. You kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me right now. You're kidding me right now. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, guys. I'm gonna need to take a break here to put my leveling points in accordingly. So yeah, give me a second, please, or give me more than a second. Give me a few minutes. Oh, the feels. The feels. I can't even. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my badass-ified Geralt of Rivia. I am wearing currently all superior, okay, except for the gloves, all superior, almost entirely superior Ursine armor, which is the bear armor. I slaved to acquire all of it, which is saying something, because I usually do not slave to acquire such things. Actually, that's a lie. I'm a completionist gamer through and through. Also, the music stopped playing for some reason. I don't know, that's kind of sad. But we're gonna greet everybody. Shyam and Velen. It looks like you brought Velen on as well.
Ah, Geralt. How are things?
Oh, you know, preparing to die. Take care.
Farewell, Uncrate.
Velen, let's talk to this guy. I'm surprised he was convinced.
Get ready, Velen. Wild Hunt's near.
So Ragnarok is upon us.
Prepare for Ragnarok. That's what I love with the Skelliges.
You found her.
That's a lot of...
Told me the hunt was after her. That those buggers might burst in uninvited. So I've made a Mahakaman mix. When this ploughing blows, it'll be bits and pieces, nothing more.
That's pretty freaking good.
Bring all your tools with you?
Thought to myself, a battle approaches. Blades will need honing. Plate will need some hammering. That sort of thing.
Thought right. Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakaman mix. Shite so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a flaming fart. Very useful during sieges.
Oh, you can craft stuff. I don't need anything crafted, but I'll talk later.
Alright. We'll talk later, Zoltan.
If we survive. No, we will. We'll survive. We're the survivors of the siege.
This gas will work.
It shall. We must just ignite it at the right moment.
And that hole, is that there for good?
We shall worry about the hole once it is all over. And now, step back, Master Witcher.
Vesemir is such an old man. Hey, Vesemir.
Wolf?
Wolf.
Anair, Anadar, Volanda.
Here, let me talk to you, Ermion. Okay, sorry. I see that you're doing that thing over there. Probably wouldn't hurt to take some of this. Enhanced weapons. All blades are ever sharper against the means of the wild hunt.
She's one of us, Geralt. No way we'll let him take her.
You mean Ciri?
Any progress?
Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vesemir.
Wow, that's really rude. Well, it is Lambert, so I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, moving up here.
Eskel.
Greetings, Wolf.
preparing to fight, I see.
Eskel.
Need some peace. Gotta prepare.
I could keep bothering him. Actually, let me keep bothering him. Let me see what that does.
Eskel.
Good to see you. Yes, Wolf?
Eskel.
The wild hunt? That could be interesting.
Uh-huh. That could be interesting. Alright, I open the giant door.
It's high enough.
We got Roach and Vez.
Glad to see you.
Set out alone, Vest tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out on Roach along the way.
You're talking about the man, not the whole... Oh, this is awkward.
Some old friends.
What's this horse son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Alright, so one quest I may have forgot to record, or I wasn't planning on it, because I didn't know it was actually in the game, is one where you run into this man here named Letho. He is a Witcher, but he's also the villain in Witcher 2. Kind of the villain. That's kind of delicate to explain, but I won't spoil much outside of the fact that he is the Assassin of Kings, as the second game's title indicates. And like I said in an earlier video, you basically team up with Roach and Vez to take him down. So you gotta understand me.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost. And Letho's faced the hunt before.
He freed Geralt from it, actually,
I don't question his abilities. I simply don't trust him.
Letho won't betray us.
You're naive. Always have been. Usually I don't give a shit, but this time it could kill Vess and me both. Think this through before it's too late.
We'll stay and help. But we don't want him at our backs.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. It's okay, you can trust him. He's a good Witcher. Well, now he is, at least. I mean, his methods are a little bit sketchy, but you kind of need his help. And it wasn't really his fault for the whole... I won't go any further. Hey, Letho.
Big fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
Makes me wonder if that's the same Hangman's Tree that's on Velen. You know? Nice flaming arrows you got. I'd save the flames, though, you know? I'd save the flames.
Vess, don't be mad.
Poor judgment bringing the Kingslayer here.
Well, I mean, we need him. Roach, not the horse.
Roach.
No desire to talk to you right now, Geralt.
I'd rather dispel of these metaphorical things in for Little Bleater. Is that Little Bleater I see? Yeah, it's Little Bleater. Little Bleater. Hey, Little Bleater. Hopefully you can survive. Wait, there's two Little Bleaters? So it is true what they say about cloning goats. I don't know. Okay. Enter Kaer Morhen and begin the council. Alright. I want 2 beers and the Newark style hoagie. Oh shit, it's the wrong place. No, okay. Go inside.
An illusion.
An illusion.
Greetings, Geralt. If I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing for the occasion.
Y'all remember Kira Metz from the very beginning of the playthrough? There's actually a side quest you could do with her, which I did not record because I didn't think it was that important. It's basically a romance quest with her, but you could end it off by killing her, letting her run away, or forcing her to go to Kaer Morhen. So I did the latter of the 3.
Getting all gussied up for the wild hunt?
Women only ever beautify themselves for their own satisfaction.
Glad you're here.
It's good to see you again.
Thought you might arrive earlier. Like 147 hours earlier in the game. Just kidding. Probably more like 100.
Expected you earlier.
I started off heading in the opposite direction, but then turned around.
What made you change your mind?
There are times when a woman should simply not explain her decision. That goes doubly for sorceresses.
There are times where said decision drives a man mad when you don't explain it. So, I mean, you're not helping. Alright.
How are you? Kaer Morhen to your liking?
More so than Velen, but that's hardly an achievement.
I mean, if this place didn't look like a haunted mansion, I don't think anyone would mind, would they?
Get everybody together. Time to talk.